For people who can't be bothered to keep up with this continuously changing world, here's March's IRL patch notes. Players in the US server found themselves in luck this month when the login reward of $1,400 for a majority of players was finally approved. The devs hope that these bonuses will help stimulate the economic system of the game, which has been drastically impacted by the highly unpopular COVID-19 world event. The bill was met by a stalemate in the Senate, but with the Democratic faction using the reconciliation special ability, they were able to pass the bill without needing a 60-vote majority. Although considered an overpowered ability, it should be noted that reconciliation has a year-long cooldown. One of the unfortunate effects of the stat nerfing COVID-19 virus has been due to spawning in the Chinese server. Players from the Asian cosmetic tree have regrettably been targeted by other races around the world. In-game stats suggest that racial-based crime toward these groups have spiked as much as 900% in New York and 1200% in Orange County, California. Other notable crimes are also suspected to be racially motivated, but some meta-analysts have warned that these frequent occurrences are a side effect of a high population of players with a low intelligence stat. Most players have condemned the hateful prejudice of Asian groups around the world and wish individuals would direct their hateful tendencies toward those who actually deserve it, most notably Twitch streamers who main wraith in Apex Legends, the true scum of the earth. The Spanish server has decided to start a trial of a 4-day work week this month, which would reduce overall work hours from 40 down to 32. Players in support of the tweak argue that employees have tended to become happier and more productive with a shorter work week, and believe that reducing the grind for work-related activities could have server-wide benefits. A similar experiment by the Microsoft Japan Corp in patch 20.19 found that overall productivity increased 40% after introducing a 4-day work week. However, as players inherently tend to hate being wrong more than they like living a more fulfilling life, it is unlikely that the 4-day work week will be widely adopted anytime soon. Meanwhile, in the Greek server, clashes between police mains and players still grinding through the university portion of the game have escalated even further this month, with protests of up to 8,000 people, leading to exchanges of stun grenades, Molotov cocktails, and pepper spray. Areas of the region became temporary PvP zones this month after protests against a bill which proposed allowing police presence on university campuses, areas that are historically not unlocked for players in the police class. Opponents to the bill argue that this is just another excuse of using the COVID-19 world event to place more government skill points into the authoritarian tree, a trend that many governments have followed since the start of patch 20.20. Russian opposition leader Alexei Navalny _GigaChat, made famous for illegally tanking a poison crit from government-backed assassins, has revealed the location of his incarceration. Now located in a penal colony 100 kilometers outside the Russian hub of Moscow, Mr. Navalny has criticized his place of confinement as having excessive enforcement and has documented griefing behavior by the guards, who are said to wake him up every 60 minutes. Russian officials have denied making any attempt on Mr. Navalny's life. However, a separate investigation by US intelligence guilds suggests that the probability of the Russian government not being involved is around the same likelihood of Dream not cheating in his infamous Minecraft speedrun. At the same time, the leader of the United States suffers some unfortunate lag while climbing some stairs. Officials from the Turkey server claim that protecting women from violence will encourage a destructive gay trend, and a Canadian political faction decides that the upcoming climate change update is an invention by science mains to sell more science.